Hello, and welcome to the Nature Journal Connection. I'm your host, John Muir Laws.
And I'm Amelia. And I'm Carol.
Today, we're going to be exploring along the sides of an urban creek near our home. This is a place where a creek passes through a major city and then out into San Francisco Bay. In one of the last storms, a lot of trash from the city washed down into the creek and got caught along the sides of this bank. So what we're going to be doing as part of our process of adventuring and exploring today is to do a little bit of a creek cleanup. We're going to leave this place, this creek, cleaner and more beautiful than it was when we arrived. And this is something that you can do in any place that you adventure and explore. Let's see what we find.
Acts of stewardship come in all sizes. Here's one of the simplest and easy to do. You're walking down a trail. You look out ahead of you. You're like, oh, look at that. Somebody else ahead of me has dropped a little gum wrapper in the middle of the trail. I could walk right past it, or here's what I do. I will pick that wrapper up, crumple it up, and put it in my back left-hand pocket. I have designated my back left-hand pocket as my trash pocket on every pair of pants that I wear. And whenever I see a little piece of trash, boop, I can put it in my trash pocket. And then when I get further down the trail, there's a trash can. I can empty that trash pocket out, and there's maybe 4 or 5 little pieces of paper, little pieces of trash that other people had scattered before me. And that trail behind me, it's now 5 pieces of trash cleaner. I just made, on my walk, that little place a little bit better. A simple action, but it has a big impact. And also, one of your friends might be looking over at you and kind of noticing like, wow, hey, that's a pretty good idea. You might inspire other people to do the same. Sometimes, though, you'll come into a place and you'll realize there's been a longer period of neglect here. And you want to do some sort of cleanup there on a larger scale. In order to do that, a couple of tools that I find really useful. One is a pair of just lightweight, strong, durable gloves. These are going to protect your hands, protect your fingers, help keep them clean, help protect you from cuts and scrapes. Also, a trash bag to be able to put a larger amount of trash in. So those sit in a side pouch in my nature journaling kit. There are a few types of trash that you might encounter that require some special considerations. The first is medical waste. So if you find something that looks like, it's a tool used in a hospital, we don't touch it. Particularly shots. Something that looks like it was a shot, whether it has the needle or doesn't have the needle attached to it, we're not going to be handling those. Another one is human waste. So here in this marsh, when I was doing my cleanup, I found somebody had discarded diapers. They had just taken used diapers and thrown them into the marsh. Bad activity to do, right? So any form of human waste or discarded toilet paper. That's another thing where there's possibility of getting disease from getting in contact with it. I'm going to have hands off on that as well. I also want to be particularly careful around anything sharp, rusted pieces of metal or broken pieces of glass. All of those can pose a risk to me. So in those situations, the best thing to do is to, if you're doing this with an adult, is to point those out to the adult and have them come up with a way of handling it and resolving it in a way that will be safe for everybody. It is possible to do a cleanup, a really thorough cleanup, and still take care of yourself. We want to do that. Seeing the impact that you can have in just a short period of time is really dramatic.
When I arrived, the beach was full of trash and garbage, but when I left, it was clean and made a difference. And this is a lot more fun than you think it's going to be. You could find, shoes to diapers to piano benches, and when you do it, it makes the world a much more beautiful place.
A little cleanup around this marsh area, and I look around and I see nature. I see grass. All the plastic that was tangled in the bushes around me is gone. And that feels really good. I think that you're going to find the same thing, that a deliberate act of stewardship changes the way you feel about a place. It's not just a place that we're visiting, it's a place that, it becomes a place that I have a sense of responsibility for. So your nature journaling challenge this week is to combine journaling with stewardship. Add a little act of service into your experience of adventuring in the field. And just pay attention to, how does that feel inside? How does being of service to nature affect the way that I feel in a place? I find that there's a really profound sense of connection that I get by doing that sort of service. You may find the same thing as well. Give this a try. And if this feels right to you, then perhaps a little trash bag and some light gloves might become another essential part of your own nature journaling kit. We all can make a difference, but it's the actions that we take, the decisions that we make, that are going to tip the balance. And until next time, this is your Nature Journal Connection.
Do do do